Hello. So we are going to continue playing Andromeda today. कल एक्चुअली बीच में लाइट चला गया था तो वाईफाई डिस्कनेक्ट हो गया था तो कंटिन्यू किए नहीं तो आज करेंगे. सो जस्ट अभी गेम स्टार्ट कर रहा हूँ. थोड़ा सा टाइम लगेगा. भूख लग गई तो गाजर खा रहा था. और भाई देखते हैं पिक्चर हुआ था. कल ब्राजील का मैच देखा था क्या? तो कौन सा लास्ट वीडियो भाई? नहीं नहीं देखा. क्या हुआ? पता नहीं भाई. फिर नहीं पता नहीं कितना का. इसको क्या हो गया? इसको फुल स्क्रीन कर देते हैं. तो नहीं देखे. कितना का गया पता नहीं भाई. कल एक्चुअली गेम बंद हो गया था. वहाँ इन लोग टावर पे गए होते हैं. जो वेदर को मैनिपुलेट कर रहा है उसको जाके इन लोग बंद कर देता है. तो वहीं पे एक्चुअली वाईफाई सिग्नल चला गया था. लाइट चला गया तो वाईफाई बंद हो गया. तो वहाँ ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं था ज़्यादा. जो पाथफाइंडर का जो लीड कर रहा होता है, जो अपने मेन कैरेक्टर का जो फादर होता है, तो वो अपना कॉन्शियसनेस पूरा ट्रांसफ़र कर देता है. ओह एक मिनट, ये गलत हो गया. ये था. पीछे है कि नहीं? ओके यहाँ से खेल लेता हूँ. थोड़ा सा पीछे का भी जो छूटा था वो कवर हो जाएगा. थोड़ा बैक करके खेल लेता. तो
shut this thing down?
I don't know
यहीं
yet.
पर कल गेम का
Sam's just
एक्चुअली
doing
क्रैश
part of
कर
the
गया,
work.
मतलब लाइट चला गया था तो
Now we'll see if I can have a conversation.
लेट्स सी।
Who do you plan on talking to?
More like what? I think it's automated. Come on. These are the moments that make it all worthwhile. Sam, begin translating.
A moment. Indexing.
सैम एक्चुअली एआई सॉफ्टवेयर अपना।
Let's see what we have.
तो जो सेकंड वीडियो देख रहे हैं ये पार्ट 2 है ये, तो प्लीज गो एंड चेक द चैनल। फर्स्ट पार्ट अपलोड हुआ था इसके पहले। तो कर्टन काफी लंबा है, सो चलने देंगे अभी।
It's working. Did it.
There's hope at least.
That's all anyone back on the Ark is looking for. Hope it'll work out.
Well, not if we stand around looking at sunsets. Let's get back to the shuttle and...
ओके भाई साहब, हेलमेट टूट गया इसका तो।
Repeat! We need an emergency extraction now!
They're spinning up the shuttle. ETA is 3, maybe 4 minutes.
We don't have that long. Deep breath.
What are you?
Initiating transfer.
तो वो एक्सपोज हो गए थे एटमॉस्फेयर पे। हेलमेट टूट जाने से।
It's a seizure. Her brain can't handle the connection. Get her to stand node. Sam, what's the reading?
Rider's implant is overloaded. I suggest a
टमाटर
hard
रूम में
right
लेके जा रहा है।
Do it.
There!
Welcome back, Sarah.
What happened?
बच गई भाई।
You were clinically dead for 22 seconds.
Then how did I make it out?
Hey, you're still with us. Guys, get to Sam node. Ryder's awake. Who are you talking to?
Sam.
I didn't hear him.
You're up. Look here. And here.
मेडिकल टीम आ गई भाई। चेक करने के
My
लिए।
father. Where?
फादर भाई सेल्फ सैक्रिफाइस कर दिया भाई।
It was your life or his, and he chose you. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I know this must be a blow. I can't believe he's gone. One minute, everything was fine, and then he... I know he could be distant, but he once said that when his time came, he wanted to go out among stars no one had seen before. What are we doing in Sam Node? Sam is now part of you, in a way we don't entirely understand. It played havoc with your brain. Sam?
Your father authorized the transfer of Pathfinder authority to you.
Shouldn't that be Cora?
So
In
ये
theory.
पाथफाइंडर लीड बन गई है।
In reality, you're the new Pathfinder, Sarah. Whoa. Well, if that's how it has to be.
Don't sell yourself short. I think you can do it.
Cora? It's what he wanted. I won't stand in the way. But being Pathfinder is a serious job. You sure you're ready for this? I'm sure there's a lot I don't know. But I'll figure it out.
If it helps, you've got me to lean on.
It's all academic anyway. Sam's linked to your mind on a deeper level now. Trying to untangle it could kill you.
I know this is tough, but we need to start thinking about the next step. A lot of people are counting on us. Is the Ark still drifting?
That's the thing. Whatever your dad did with that tower, it saved the day. Some sort of atmosphere scrubber.
The energy cloud thinned out. We're on our way to the rally point now. Should be at the Nexus soon.
She needs to rest first.
She has 2 hours. We'll need our Pathfinder for this.
Oh, I checked on your brother. Still no change. But if you can pull through, so can he. A bit of your dad in both of you.
Your father will be missed.
What's going on, Sam?
This is our private channel. I shared it with him.
What channel?
He never mentioned anything about that.
It allowed me to know him better. Alec wouldn't want us to lose sight of the goal. He said pain emboldens our resolve. He'd insist we grow stronger from his passing.
एलियंस के बेस जहाँ पे अच्छा जहाँ पे टावर पे लोग था फिर वहाँ पे एलियंस आया इन्वेस्टिगेट करना। सो ह्यूमंस और एलियंस जो भी है दोनों के दोनों के लिए ये अननोन जगह था जहाँ पे पहुँचा। भाई साहब इसका कोई आईब्रो नहीं है भाई। ये इसके N7 का आर्मर को देख लेगा और अब इस लड़की के पास आ जाएगा तो सब अब इसके पीछे पड़ जाएगा कि ये कर कैसे लिया ये लोग जो हम ना कर पाए। 3 उंगली से 5 उंगली वाला काम कैसे करेगा? उंगलियां कम पड़ जाएगी भाई। पहले 2 उंगली और उगा दो, 3 उंगली और उगाना पड़ेगा। म्यूजिक सस्पेंशन बढ़ाते हुए भाई साहब का मूड खराब हो गया। बहुत खराब मूड में जा रहे हैं भाई।
Ryder, good to see you on your feet. We're at the Nexus. It's the forward hub for the entire Andromeda initiative. The Asari, Solarian, and Turian arcs should be there too.
अब क्या पता भाई वहाँ
Let's
उसको
hope they
चलाने
have
के लिए
better
2
luck.
उंगली एक्स्ट्रा चाहिए होगी। 5 उंगली से चलता
Starting
होगा।
our approach now.
इन लोग के पास 3 ही उंगली था, नहीं चल
It's
रहा
almost
होगा।
as big as the Citadel back home.
Nexus Control, this is Arc Hyperion requesting docking clearance.
तो ये अपना फॉरवर्ड बेस बन रहा था स्पेस
Captain, I'm
स्टेशन
only
टाइप
getting
का।
your automated approach channel, not a live person.
Well, like it or not, we're here. Take us in.
डैमेज तो बना भी नहीं है भाई, कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ। इन लोग के औकात से बाहर की चीज थी।
Construction
अबे हम दे
should
देंगे
have
तो
been finished by
इन
now.
लोग को खिलाएगा
Could be
कौन?
worse.
How? Habitat 7's a bust. We might have started a war with the first aliens we met, and our Pathfinder's dead. This
दो
better
बहुत
be
काम
rock
में आएगा
bottom.
भाई।
Green across the board. Docking initiated.
All right. I got us here.
अब इस शिप को बोर्ड करना
Good
है।
luck, Pathfinder.
You gonna be okay, Ryder?
The captain just called me Pathfinder. This is really happening.
Just take a deep breath.
I still can't believe Dad's dead. This should have been his moment.
बताओ, इसको
But
सब
now it's
मजाक में लग
yours.
रहा है।
You just need to decide what you're gonna do with it.
Where do I start? I'm just not sure I'm ready.
We weren't ready to fall out of the sky on Habitat 7, but we survived that.
I just updated the chart.
Right? So, always keep a jump jet handy.
जब प्लेनेट देख रहा है क्या बैठ? भाई कुछ बता दो। बहुत बिजी।
Okay, folks. This is what we've been waiting for. Let your
हम
teams
भी
know
भाषण
that
सुनेंगे भाई।
docking procedures are now in effect. We've got 20,000 colonists still asleep, and we'll need somewhere to put them when the alarm clock goes off. As soon as we get clearance from the Nexus, we'll be following stasis revival protocols. We want to avoid any log jams, so it's vital your teams coordinate with each other and keep people.
बोरिंग भाषण है भाई।
Any questions so far?
बताओ, इतने साल से लोग यहाँ सो रहे थे, 600 साल से, फिर भी इतना साफ सुथरा है। और अपना रूम देख लो, 1 हफ्ते छोड़ दो तो बाबा।
It'll be nice to see some friendly faces this time.
The Nexus runs a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the arcs.
मेट्रो
That
भाई,
means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right?
शिप के अंदर
Gotta have
मेट्रो भाई।
champagne for the welcome party.
इसको
You expect
दारू
anyone?
पीना ही है, बताओ।
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead.
यहाँ से यहाँ जा रहे
Here
हैं
we are.
क्या? हाँ। देख के तो लक्षण सही नहीं लग रहा है। टीवी खराब पड़ा है भाई। स्पार्क
I
छूट
don't
रहा
see
है।
any champagne.
Where is everybody?
भाई को शैम्पेन चाहिए, बताओ।
Well, this can't be right.
It's like everything's on standby.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
टर्मिनल
We could see what the VI has to say.
सप्लाई क्रेट।
Plants are still alive.
स्टोर है क्या?
It's like they didn't finish building it.
वीना इसमें भी थी भाई, मास इफेक्ट 1 में।
Welcome to the Nexus, gateway to Andromeda. I'm Avina, a virtual intelligence designed to assist you with immigration.
Can you tell us where the welcome party is hiding?
I'm sorry, My code is limited to information and simple interaction simulations. Please select from the following pre-programmed responses.
पहले हाँ
What
क्या
is
हुआ
the
ये बताओ.
Nexus?
The Nexus serves as the central hub for the Andromeda Initiative's colonization efforts. It is the first destination for all colonists upon their arrival in the new galaxy. Please enjoy the many venues the Nexus has to offer.
पहले
As the
नेक्सस
station
कहीं
expands,
ठिकाना नहीं है भाई.
providing a safe, stable, and prosperous environment is our primary goal.
Not from the looks of it.
इमिग्रेशन में क्या चल रहा
How
है?
does the immigration process work?
We ask that you submit to a brief medical exam to ensure your health and well-being after making such a long journey. Once you've been cleared, our colonization experts will assist you in finding your new home.
यार शिप कहीं पता नहीं
Please
है
be
यहाँ पे
mindful of
नहीं
the
बताओ.
queue. Thousands of eager colonists like you are waiting to begin their new life in Andromeda.
Where? Place is deserted.
लिविंग अरेंजमेंट क्या है भाई यहाँ
Where
पे?
do colonists live?
Once you've cleared immigration, our helpful staff will assist you in choosing the home world of your dreams. Will it be the tropical paradise of Habitat 7, the gentle rolling hills of Habitat 3, or perhaps the mysterious twilight world of
मैं सपना
Habitat
दिखा दिया
5?
भाई.
Whichever you choose, rest assured our Pathfinders have carefully vetted all colony worlds to ensure your security and prosperity.
Oh boy.
Habitat 7. That's where we landed. She's way out of date.
What can you tell me about the Andromeda galaxy?
Here in Andromeda, you are over 2 million light years away from the Milky Way galaxy.
अभी अपन
This is the
4.5
furthest
मिलियन.
any life form has ever
Baadu.
traveled outside our home system, making you a brave pioneer.
गेम में 2 मिलियन है.
indeed.
काफी
The
लंबा
Nexus
टाइम है भाई.
itself is located in a region known as the Helios Cluster. Here, you and thousands of your fellow colonists will fulfill your
तो
dreams
बहुत
of
मिलियन
settling a new home.
साल आगे का स्टोरी है.
Fortune awaits.
What year is it?
The current year is 2819.
बोल
After spending over 600 years in stasis, it is
2020
normal to feel disoriented or confused upon arrival.
800 साल
Our
आगे का
helpful
स्टोरी है.
medical staff can assist with any physical or psychological after effects you may be experiencing.
Well, she's got the date right, at least.
So where is everyone? That's all.
And
Bye-bye.
welcome to your current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
अब किधर चला जाए ऊपर क्या है?
Hello?
नहीं आ सकते हैं क्या?
This place should be packed with people.
रेडियो सिग्नल बन रहा है. कुछ है इधर.
There's a guy. Maybe he's got champagne.
कौन है भाई?
Hi there. We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you
That's
say
okay, bro.
Mark?
Yeah, we just got in.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or...
But you're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I
क्या
don't
तकलीफ
believe
है?
it.
अच्छा जिंदा ही क्या इन लोगों?
I'm Tyrion Candros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Sarah Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
Why is that?
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Everything that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole
नाम
sections
भी
of
रख
the
दिया गया.
station. A lot of people died. No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we called them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
चलो भाई अब यहाँ देखते हैं यहाँ क्या
From the
सीन
other
हुआ साल
Pathfinders?
भर में
No word from anyone, period.
Any threats from the locals?
So far, we've stayed hidden. We're in no shape to deal with an attack.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens are going to be a real problem.
This day just keeps.
We're here.
इन लोग पहले लड़
You
चुका
guys go
था
ahead.
इसीलिए बार-बार
I'll check
लड़ता
out the
रहता
security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
क्या चल रहा है भाई
The
इधर
crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
We've heard about what happened, and we're ready to help.
We could use any supplies you have. Food, water, we're short on everything.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at her.
देख
You're not
अभी
Alec Ryder.
अभी
My father's dead. He made me his
कोई
successor.
फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा बन गई खुश कितना
Alec is dead. Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. They're a bust, and there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources, but that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
अरे वो स्पाइडरमैन का कौन सा लाइन था with great power comes great responsibility logically
My dad knew what it meant to be Pathfinder. He wouldn't pick me if he thought I wasn't.
Your father won't be around to fix things if you fail.
That's no way to treat a guest. I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
कोई तो
You've
support
heard
ना
my
भाई
concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're
सबका
all
लगने लगे
feeling the
इंट्रो
pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Thank you for standing up for me there.
Hope's in short supply here. What
किसी
little
को
we
तो
can
दिमाग है
find should have a chance.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something.
जादू
An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
And when the power runs out,
You'd best go talk to Director Tan.
सब क्या लग जाएंगे
Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come
देखो
see me when you have a
लाइट ही लाइट है
chance.
भाई
Taylor, where's Vetrat? The Hyperion is starting to send a tally of supplies. That looks like a big sheet. I'll just organize this as it comes in and send it through. You know what the
किससे स्पीक विद डायरेक्टर टैन एंड पाथफाइंडर हेडक्वार्टर्स पहले घूमे फिरे में भाई
Engineering reports. Hyperion power
Hello,
drop is
Console.
now
Journal Nexus Reunion. सबसे बतियाना आ रहा है भाई, बहुत बोर चलेगा अभी, बहुत गप सप मारना सबसे।
This isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have?
Excellent. Let's
How
go
the
over
hell
the
should I... All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
निपट गए और
In
क्या
the
होता?
moment, it saved my life. But it seems my father meant for me to get the role, eventually.
It isn't hereditary. If we wanted an inbred monarchy, we could have
Nepotism.
left half our
Nepotism,
genes stock
bhai.
back home. Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
You've had no colony successes in over a year? How many tries is that?
Less than you think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire. The initiative promised a goal. Andromeda has not cooperated.
And if it had?
बहुत देर गप सुनना पड़ेगा भाई।
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack. They disinfect. We're nothing until we're back. Not sure who started it, but we're calling them Ket. Kandros will know more. Maybe too much.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
How do you fit into the Nexus leadership?
I oversee the actual settlement effort. As the number... Left a perfectly adequate career as a chief officer. Provincial capital, too. And here we are, idling.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it, anyway.
Were you friends, or...?
I'm not your new mother, if that's what you're asking. Or his friend. He hated that I didn't use his title. But no one's a pathfinder until they've path-found something. Much like a colonial director without colonies.
There's also this strange technology. Has anyone studied?
The current excuse? The tech we dug up on Mars was more advanced, but it was plug and go. The tech here thinks different? I don't know. We've mostly avoided it. And from what the Hyperion logs say about Alec, maybe that's good.
Excuse me, Director Ad. It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead.
ज़्यादा छिड़ी हुई है भाई। कहाँ है सब?
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
ये क्या भाई information wall?
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and look.
Founder Garson's office is located. Please select a topic.
My employee
You
data
are
क्या था?
Sarah Ryder, salary code 19B, active Pathfinder.
Salary code बोल
Your
दिया भाई, salary
supervisor
बताया।
is Director Tan. Based on current staffing needs, you will be eligible for paid vacation time in 587
भाई ये
days.
job देखो।
Seriously?
5
Why
और 6
not
दिन के
plan
बाद
on which
छुट्टी
beautiful
मिलेगा.
colony you'll vacation on while you wait? Integration from the Hyperion is ongoing. Personnel are still restricted to operations.
सब operations में उठाएगा तब तो.
For initiative strategy and Pathfinder coordination, please see Director Jaren Tan. For militia operations or Apex deployment, the selection process saw the Andromeda initiative evaluate thousands of... After discovering even at a distance, studying the light from stars can reveal much about their planet. 7 worlds, nicknamed habitats, have the life support.
7 वर्ल्ड लोग
We have
डिस्कवर
few
किया.
viable planets currently within range.
उतरा जा नहीं रहा. बताओ. Operations यहाँ क्या है?
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
That's been true of every world we found.
600 साल पहले
we were discussing
का
your next
डिस्कशन करके
expedition.
आया था. बताओ.
I thought I didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give
तो
you a
अलग
chance
जलन
to
है
prove
कि
yourself.
कोई को Pathfinder नहीं
To
मानता.
that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is,
एक तो
our scientists theorize it's not natural.
father से मिल गया.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way. And now the challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here, Eos.
How?
You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6...
ये ऐसा क्यों दिख रहा है?
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Just point me to my ship and I'll...
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I was wondering about that.
Something wrong?
Ryder, please see me in sound mode on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
No. I'm fine.
झटका मारा भाई झटका.
Technician, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Yeah, looks fine. Hello, you already checked? Just wrong. Just wrong.
भाई तब पढ़ने रहे स्ट्राइक के मिशंस अभी नहीं करेंगे.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used
मजा
to
ले
it.
रहा बताओ.
Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
क्या काम है भाई?
You talk like you weren't part of the leadership. How did you end up commanding the militia?
I was escorting a prospecting team on some moon when those Ket found us. They penned us like cattle for experiments. I managed to get loose, snatched a gun, and freed the others. By the time we killed the bastards and headed back to warn the Nexus, everyone looked at me like I was in charge.
That sounds familiar.
The militia grew from there. Funny, once the heat is on, all kinds of people rise to the top.
What brought you out here to Andromeda?
I was tired of being the good. The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor and cousin Irene went pirate on Omega. Everyone was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
It's rough out there. I might need backup if you can spare the people.
I have strike teams specializing in assault and extraction. If you need serious firepower, my Apex teams have you covered. In fact, I could give you authority to dispatch them. It'll cut down their response time.
Thank you.
Our current ops are on the terminal. See if there's anything that could use a shot where it counts.
What do you know about the enemies we've encountered? The Ket.
We usually see them on worlds with those alien structures. The Ket don't take kindly to anyone studying them. Not sure why. They don't talk to us. Every time we cross paths, there's a fight or they take prisoners.
Why? What do they want?
No one knows. But I've seen their weaponry and what they do to those prisoners. I want them a long, long way from the Nexus.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
चलो कोई तो
This
नाम
console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrann Kandros for authorization to participate.
अभी तो दिया.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
I'll deploy your people carefully, Kandros.
Appreciate that, Ryder. But trust me, Apex can handle themselves. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
भाई टीम ऑथराइजेशन मिल गया भाई. Eliminate hazardous material. Getting the build. These missions are currently available for your strike team. Select them in space. Okay. Eliminate hazardous material. Completed दिखा रहा था. This is the difficulty of this mission. ठीक है. Complete है. मिशन फेल हो गया भाई. बाद में कर एक और इसमें क्या ऑप्शंस आ रहे हैं. List of recruited strike teams. Select a team with space to equip them with a specialty gear. Retire a team with V if you want to put a fresh team in the place. Mission cannot pass through trades if they succeed. Okay. तो बाद में करेंगे.
This is wrong. Just wrong.
इसको क्या तकलीफ हुई?
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, you're... So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please.
अब लॉयर बन के
Tell Nilken I love him.
नीचे बाद में जाएंगे।
Weapons and stuff. I got you covered. Use the comp. It'd be a lot easier if I weren't missing half my stock.
Ouch! Why am I paying for these?
Half the supplies are inaccessible, what with how we crash landed and all. And I have to trade with the crooks out there for the rest, so...
सॉफ्ट एडिटिंग अपने पास भाई। और ये बेच कितने में रहा? सेल और सैल्वेज आइटम बेचो। ट्रेड कंफर्म। पता नहीं क्या क्या बिक गया। मेले में क्या है? ओमनी ब्लड को क्या है? डिस्पोजल। मेले तो चाहिए भाई। बाकी चीजों को जरूरत नहीं।
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
The Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
I'll check out the evidence. Maybe something doesn't add up.
It'd be nice to have someone with an open mind looking at it. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
अब कैंड्रोस से चल के मिलना है। अब एविडेंस देगा तो आगे का इन्वेस्टिगेशन होगा इसका।
No news on the Turian Arc yet? Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
So there was a trial and he was found guilty.
It was short and decisive. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
भाई अब RPG है।
That is the difference between murder and accidental death.
In this case, motive plus opportunity plus eyewitness account equals murder. Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
किसको जाके मिलना है भाई?
But the planet was toxic. What if they store oxygen in porous tissue, like queer
राज पटेल भाई.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. My
राज
arms took the
पाटिल है
brunt of
भाई.
it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess.
यहाँ तो अलग ही चल रहा है.
Wait,
इसका क्या हो रहा
that's
है?
it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me if they start hitting critical systems.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
And I don't know.
Find out why. Be careful.
All right, moving on. Docking clamps.
Yes.
अच्छा इसी से बात करना तो witness.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Sarah Ryder.
अब
I'm
इससे
looking into the
investigation में
Nilka
help
murder
लेना.
case.
Interrogation
Oh
of
man, I
इसका.
thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Not yet.
Well, it's telling. I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm,
Argument में
I had a pretty clear view of the chief.
गोलीबारी
He
में
looked
क्रॉस
right
फायर
at
में कोई
Nilkin
मर
and
गया तो
shouted,
पकड़ के
"No."
डाल दिया जेल में.
Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Did you see any Ket in the vicinity?
Nilkin said so, but not that I could see.
Sherlock Holmes वाला भी
Still,
काम
the
करना पड़ता
sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
है.
If they'd fought and
हर
Nilkin threatened to
possibility
kill
ढूंढना
him,
पड़ेगा.
why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you. To me, that's the saddest part. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
तो बहुत
Did Nilkin seem remorseful?
डिटेल में बता
I
रही
lost sight of Nilkin in the turmoil.
कैसे मरा.
When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect,
भाई
it is
इसका पता
ironic.
नहीं क्या
If he hadn't been killed, we
किया
all
जाए.
probably would have died.
I appreciate the information.
Of course. It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
अब रिकॉर्डिंग कहाँ से प्ले करना है भाई.
Liam, remember when I said I was going to take a look inside the plant?
मेरा रिकॉर्डिंग जो हम लोग का
Nexus
बहस
versus
हुआ.
colonist Nilkin, evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilkin. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to.
ऑडियो रिकॉर्ड में उठा के
Get him off me! Get him off me!
बहुत भागा भागी होता है भाई इन्वेस्टिगेशन में.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative. I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
They're as much a part of the initiative as the human arc. We'll find them.
We have to. Tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for.
भाई
It
लग
paints the
3
initiative
या
in
4
an
शिप्स आए थे बड़े-बड़े.
unflattering light. Did you have some other business?
अपना ही शिप
I'm
पहुंचा
looking
यहाँ
into the
पर.
Nilkin
बाकी को
Rensis
खोजना
murder
भी
charge.
पड़ेगा.
And
I want to go to EOS and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
that isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case. I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it. We'll send the coordinates of the murder scene. Good luck.
As director,
एक बार भाई सबका
as the rightful successor.
What's their problem with you?
एक बार कहानी तो सुनना ही पड़ेगा भाई. अभी नहीं सुने तो आगे तो सुनना ही पड़ेगा. इसलिए अभी इसी पार्ट में सुन के सारे के सारे यही कर देते हैं. अगले बार इतना नहीं सुनना पड़ेगा.
Perished in the scourge, some at the hand. I was deputy assistant for revenue management.
रेवेन्यू मैनेजमेंट से डायरेक्ट सीधे हेड ही बना दिया.
You're an accountant?
Don't let that fool you. We are all capable of more than we know. When I was
accountant को गैलेक्सी
not
घुमा
be
रहा है.
setting foot on new worlds, my authority can.
Right. Sorry. So how does anything?
In theory, Kesh handles the Nexus's physical operations, Kandros runs the militia, and Addison manages colonial affairs. In
accountant
practice,
से
we
डायरेक्ट
argue,
हेड
debate,
पे हो गया.
and
सीधा
yell at
सीधा.
each other until a decision is made. If we're left. It represents the greatest migration ever attempted. We are the bravest souls each species has to offer.
अब भाई
I
आ गए
hope
तो
the Nexus will
बोलना
serve
ही
as the
पड़ेगा.
seat of government for us all.
What do you know about the early days of the initiative?
As most everyone knows, Jean Carson's vision made it happen. She was an entrepreneur on Earth, wealthy, young for a human. Carson had the idea for the initiative in the early 2170s, I believe. Many thought leaving the Milky Way was impossible. But she persevered. And as with most great ideas, the doubters were wrong.
Why do you think most people
अबे
came?
जो भी देख रहे हैं भाई
There
थोड़ा सा
are
झेलना
thousands
पड़ेगा
of
साथ में.
reasons. One for
क्योंकि
every
अभी ये
colonist here.
कल
What
से
does any
इसको
pilgrim
स्टार्ट किया
seek?
खेलना.
Usually,
तो
happiness, finding
आरपीजी
the
है
thing
तो
that eludes them,
कहानी तो
the
सुनना
thing
पड़ेगा सबका.
to fulfill them. While we cannot promise they will
मैं
find
ट्राई
it,
कर रहा हूँ कि आज
we
भी जो
can
भी
facilitate the
ज़्यादा
search.
से ज़्यादा डायलॉग्स वाला पार्ट
Looks like a
निकल जाए.
melting pot around here.
The Nexus is home
Please,
to
अगर कोई
several
आ रहा है
initiative
तो
species. Many came
प्लीज
ahead of the
सब्सक्राइब
arcs.
करें.
The hope is that this
चैनल
station will one day
एटलीस्ट हेल्प
serve
करें
as the
improve करने.
governing body in Andromeda. Though I'm not sure what they were thinking, lumping Krogan into the mix. As a Solarian, my kind tend to have a low opinion of them. Nothing I've seen here has changed that.
Why don't you like
एलियन
Krogan?
का ये चल रहा.
It's common knowledge that they are a violent, ignorant species. Long ago, they waged nuclear war on one another. Their planet was decimated. My people tried to uplift them, but the Krogan could never tame their worst instincts. What if they bring their tempers to Andromeda? We'll all be dead.
Sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, Many of them our senior. Even the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, is dead.
सब तो
How did Jean
मर
Garson
ही जा रहे
die?
हैं भाई यहाँ पे.
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit the Scourge, a large wing of state,
सब सोते सोते
Gian
निपट
Garson
गए.
never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Kandros mentioned something about hitting the Scourge. How did it play out?
Criminal elements took advantage of the emergency and preyed on people's exiles, we call them. I doubt we've heard the last of them. They're led by an outlaw, Sloane Kelly. She used to be one of ours.
Who is this Sloane Kelly?
लंबा कहानी
She
चल
was
रहा
head
है
of
पूरा
security on the
history
Nexus. She opposed the uprising at first, but
History
eventually turned
पता करना पड़ेगा
traitor
सबका.
and joined them. Misguided sympathy for the plight of the common citizen? Nonsense. They posed a direct threat to our existence.
There don't seem to be many Krogan around.
Good riddance. The Krogan demanded a greater say in political matters. The last place you want them involved. They're muscle, nothing more. Good for fighting and lifting heavy objects.
इन
When
भाई
they
सबको
didn't get
पता
what
नहीं
they
है कि
wanted,
ओरिजिनल
they
ट्रिलॉजी में
left.
सबको ठीक कर दिया था. मिसिंग
Any
आर्क के
more
बारे में
information
इसको
you
क्या
can give me
क्या
on the
थ्योरी
missing
है क्या?
arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
Are there any other arcs we should expect?
Managing all of their biological needs cause complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
What do I need to consider in making a planet viable?
Assuming the planet supports life, an outpost is critical.
भाई लग रहा है
People like
इसको
a roof over their
ये
heads.
पूरा गपशप
You'll
ऑफलाइन
want
कर
to
लेना
limit-
था.
Also, scouting and mapping terrain is a priority for any Pathfinder. And don't forget forward stations. You'll want those.
फॉरवर्ड स्टेशन से बनाना है
What can you
भाई.
tell me about forward stations?
I was afraid you'd ask. It's mostly what the engineer. A forward station allows mining, equipment repairs, and resupply for field teams. I mean, who wouldn't want that? But seeing as how every colonization effort has failed, it's just theory at the moment. You get to test it out, Ryder. I'm happy to help.
बहुत पका दिया भाई. एक तो अब इससे भी जाके गप करना.
Please be advised that Hyperion docking procedures are now complete.
Yes, I know the Hyperion There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
पर इसका काम क्या
What
होता
kind of
बताओ.
work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place.
ऐसा
I
टूटा
keep the
फूटा.
station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
क्या
What sort
क्या
of
चल रहा
problems
है
have you seen
प्रॉब्लम
on the
है.
Nexus?
Situation's gone to shit pretty much sums it up. There's arcs missing. Some idiots tried to mutiny and take over, then more idiots defended my clan, so they left. And to top it all off, the founder of the initiative, Gian Garson, was killed.
What happened to Jean Garson?
Killed in the Scourge disaster. Her and a bunch of the other leaders. Tan might know more.
I thought the Hyperion had it bad when we arrived. Anything else?
The outposts aren't happening because we don't have resources or people, so Addison's more uptight than ever. And let's not forget how badly the station was damaged on arrival. But that's a detail, according to some. My team and I are repairing what we can. If we don't get materials soon, things will go downhill. Fast.
When we left the mill.
Right. The genophage. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn.
ये तो मास इफेक्ट के ट्रिलॉजी में ऑप्शन होता है इन लोग का जेनोफेज करके डालता है उसको ठीक करने के लिए.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show a mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people... Some wounds never heal. Not that my ancestors didn't provoke it. They did try to conquer the galaxy. The Solarians were... And it's not fair to blame it all on them, either. The Solarians developed the virus, but it was the Turians who deployed it. I'm hoping that's all in the past. Plenty of blame to go around, but Andromeda is about new beginnings. My people need that more than most.
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
Tan, ask him why most of my people...
क्या
My
बताया
clan were
यार?
supposed to settle matters, and in return...
वो तो इतना skip कर रहे हैं तो
But I don't blame
चल
my
भी
people
रहा है.
for walking out. We're done being used.
With your clan gone.
It's complicated.
बहुत
The station
निर्भर है.
and my clan both need me here.
इतना कहानी
Nothing more for now.
skip कर रहे हैं भाई, नहीं तो बोलते हैं ना एडिटिंग रूम में सीन्स कट होते हैं, मेरे को सब स्किप कर करके भागना पड़ रहा है, नहीं तो अभी तो पागल हो जाएगा सुन सुन. इसका भी काम निपटा ही दें छोड़ेगा.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel. Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
I'll just disable power to the panel until Raj can check it out.
और कहाँ टूट फूट रहा है भाई, इसका भी काम निपटा दे. साइंटिस्ट से बात करना है.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used. Scanning. This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
और बचा है क्या? मिलिशिया ऑफिस में.
Engineering reports. Hyperion power draw is now at 100%.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah.
तो sabotage करने
All
में
these
लगा हुआ.
panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
बता हाइपेरियन में जाके के कांड करने पहुंच गई है.
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet.
इसको बियरिंग से फुर्सत नहीं, बताओ.
Security is, let's call it strained.
I can believe it. Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Ket are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just... a lot.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
Disembarkation procedures.
साइंटिस्ट कौन है भाई?
We can start building a bank of vaccines once we get more biomaterial.
It's that scourge I'm wondering about. Standard colony radiation shield should handle it, but I hate should.
You must be the Pathfinder.
ये लग रहा है लास्ट भाई.
You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick. My colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
What fields do you study?
Herrick's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Engineering reports.
Hi, Pathfinder. Want to hit some rocks for science?
Absolutely. What do you need?
Sam and I used your scans and made a VI for geophysics surveys. Beta builds on the console there. Test it out in the field, and I'll wrangle you a consultant's bonus from Director Addison. How's that sound?
पैसे होंगे.
Pathfinder, we've had some trouble.
Anything I can help with?
Perhaps. I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They hadn't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened. And
भेजने से पहले सोचना चाहिए था ना. Professor Herrick.
Pathfinder, those bioscans are superb. Could you gather more for our comparative conservation effort?
What conservation effort?
Ah, my thesis is on the console there. Broad strokes, we're comparing and preserving organisms from both galaxies. If you donate more bioscans and samples to the catalog, I can get you a finder's fee. Tempted?
पैसे ही पैसे होंगे भाई. सबका काम करो, पैसे कमाओ.
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
क्या?
All personnel, be aware of any suspicious activity. Security is on heightened alert.
Hey there.
You okay? Those guys really grilled you. And Addison. First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
She understands the stakes. If I fail,
You won't.
Let's hope not.
You won't. That's the end of it. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your brother's doing.
चलो, लग रहा है आगे कुछ होगा. परवाह operations. पहले चोर को पकड़ा जाए भाई. अपना शिप में घूम रही है.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
You are under
I
arrest.
have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never. I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
The real
अलग ही
saboteur
आगे
could be
चल
setting you both up.
Because we both
फंसा
figured
रहा
out something was going on? That would make sense. It's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams. Raj, you there?
Yes. How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her. She had proof pointing at you. I figure someone's been messing with you both. Just keep a low profile and don't talk to anyone. I'm on it.
भाई अब सैबोटाज करने वालों को पकड़ना है पहले. Sherlock Holmes वाला सीन हो गया भाई. The game is afoot. Security footage.
This file is useless. Let's check another. And another scrambled file.
Coincidence seems unlikely.
Let's check another.
सब का सब धजिया उड़ा के
This
रखा.
file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Somebody working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
Got it.
ये पूरा क्यों नहीं दिख रहा है?
Tempest crew should report to the docking area at once.
क्या हो रहा है भाई? भाई रुक जाए, कुछ इशू आ रहा है, मैं करता हूँ थोड़ी देर में वापस से स्ट्रीम।